Housewives Gone Wild. We've all witnessed the table flips, the hair-pulling meltdowns, and the drunken insults that leave you both horrified and strangely entertained. But what really happens behind the scenes on the set of The Real Housewives? We're about to spill the tea, sis. Hot beverage, this ain't your grandma's bridge club anymore. We're talking explosive ex-boss, shocking secrets, and the real reasons these housewives got the boot. Buckle up, because you won't believe the crazy behind-the-scenes drama we're about to reveal. Ready to find out which housewife got caught frauding her entire life? Salt Lake City. Her lives were straight up wild and lasted not just 1, but 2 whole seasons. So, she's out here running her own business, right? But then, bam! Accusations start flying around that her company's involved in this massive fraud scheme, targeting mostly elderly peeps across the nation. Like, seriously? That's messed up. Jen kept denying it all, even when the cameras caught her getting arrested during season 2. I mean, talk about drama. But then, plot twist, she switches up her plea to guilty later on. Shocked doesn't even begin to cover it, both for her castmates and us fans. Like, sis, lies aren't gonna cut it in federal court, you know? So, she had to face the music and own up to her mess. Guess admitting the truth and trying to cut her time served was the smart move in the end. But dang, what a roller coaster of lies and drama. Teresa Giudice. Okay, so let's dish about Teresa Giudice from Real Housewives of New Jersey Season 10. Sis was caught red-handed in a web of lies, and it was iconic drama, let me tell you. So, remember when Margaret Joseph's hair got yanked by Danielle Staub? Yeah, well, Teresa straight up lied about her involvement in that mess. But plot twist! In the finale, Danielle spilled all the tea, exposing Teresa for actually encouraging her to do it. Talk about betrayal. When Teresa's sister-in-law, Melissa Gorga, dropped the bombshell that Danielle had confessed, Teresa's face was priceless. She legit looked like a deer caught in the most blinding headlights ever. Instead of trying to come up with a quick save for her lie, Teresa decided to break the fourth wall. She knew the cameras were gonna catch everything, so she flipped them off and made a run for it. Classic Teresa move, but girl, lying with cameras around? That's a rookie mistake. Busted every single time. Iconic, but busted. Kathy Hilton meltdown. Okay, let's spill the tea about Kathy from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Usually, she's all prim and proper, right? But after this trip to Aspen, she showed a whole new side. So, Lisa Rinna spills the deeds. She says it was just her and Kathy in this Sprinter van, and things got heated. Apparently, Kathy went off and threatened to bring down Kyle Richards and the whole NBC network after feeling insulted. Like, whoa, Kathy, calm down. But here's the plot twist, Kathy denies everything. She's out here acting like she's innocent, saying she never said any of that stuff. Meanwhile, Lisa's sticking to her story like glue. She even went on camera saying she saw the devil that night. Yikes! Drama alert! I don't know about you, but I'm on the edge of my seat waiting to see how this all plays out. Stay tuned for more juicy gossip from the Real Housewives. Phaedra Parks. OMG, the drama on Real Housewives of Atlanta Season 9 reunion was next level. Phaedra Parks, who used to be tight with Kandi Burruss, got exposed for spreading this insane lie. Like, it was straight up vicious. So, get this, Phaedra was behind a rumor claiming Kandi and her hubby, Todd Tucker, were planning to drug and assault Portia Williams. Can you even imagine? Portia was rightfully freaked out and went straight to Kandi about it. And of course, Kandi denied everything because it was just pure madness. But when the reunion rolled around, things got spicy. Kandi and Todd confronted Portia, who then pointed the finger at Phaedra, saying she heard it from her. And what does Phaedra do? She tries to play it off like she just heard it and passed it along. Yeah, right. But then, Portia drops the bomb that Kandi supposedly said it directly to Phaedra. Cue Kandi's epic the lies moment. You could feel the tension through the screen. And then it hits Portia. She realizes she's been played by Phaedra, used as a pawn in her dirty games. Cue the tears and the drama. This wasn't just your typical reality TV gossip. It was straight up messed up. Thank goodness the truth came out and this lie got called out. Phew, what a roller coaster of emotions. Vicki Gunvalson and Brooke Ayers cover up. Oh my gosh, let's talk about the mother of all lies from the Real Housewives of Orange County. Remember when Vicki Gunvalson's boyfriend, Brooke Ayers, claimed he had stage 3 non-Hodgkin's lymphoma back in the 2013 season? Yeah, that was a whole mess. Vicki totally backed up Brooks, saying she saw all the paperwork and even went with him to the hospital for treatments. Like, she was all in, supporting him every step of the way. But plot twist! turns out, Brooks never actually got treatment at the City of Hope Medical Center like he claimed. He straight up admitted to E! that all the documents were fake. Can you even believe it? And get this, he tried to throw Vicky under the bus, saying she had no idea about the lies. Yeah, right, like she didn't have a clue. Vicky tried to play the victim, saying she was just as duped as a SiriusXM show, Simpson candidly shared her decision to try Ozempic after feeling dissatisfied with her appearance following the conclusion of filming for the most recent season of The Real Housewives of Orange County in November. Simpson revealed that she had gained weight and was diagnosed as pre-diabetic, prompting her doctor to recommend Ozempic as a potential solution. Embracing the opportunity for a fresh start, Simpson began taking Ozempic in December for 1 month, describing it as a kickstart that heightened her awareness of her dietary habits. She credited the drug with helping her shed 5 to 7 pounds, although she ultimately discontinued its use due to feelings of lethargy. In addition to her brief stint with Ozempic, Simpson underwent a breast reduction and liposuction on her arms at the start of the year, further contributing to her noticeably slimmer physique. Delighted with the results of her surgical procedures, Simpson emphasized the positive impact they had on her overall appearance and self-confidence. Despite the ongoing speculation from Instagram followers attributing her weight loss solely to Ozempic, Simpson clarified that her current transformation is primarily a result of her commitment to consistent workouts and a low-carb, high-protein diet. By sharing her journey openly, Simpson exemplifies a dedication to holistic wellness and self-improvement, inspiring others to pursue their own paths to health and happiness. Heather Gay. Heather Gay, a star of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, disclosed to People magazine in November that she has been using Ozempic for a long time. Despite her consistent use of the drug, Gay revealed that she hasn't experienced significant weight loss. However, she noted that shedding 5 pounds was enough for others to take notice, which she found to be a positive outcome. Interestingly, Gay shared her observation that people have been nicer to her since losing the weight, a phenomenon she found concerning for women's societal expectations. Despite this, she expressed contentment with her modest weight loss achievement and emphasized the importance of personal happiness and well-being over external validation. Gay's openness about her experience with Ozempic adds to the ongoing conversations surrounding weight loss and body image within the Real Housewives franchise, encouraging candid discussions about health and self-esteem. As we've
sketchy history but still hired her, pushing her to get lit on set for the sake of those wild moments. This isn't the first time Glanville's been in hot water over this. Last October, a butler sued Bravo, claiming he was sexually harassed and abused by Glanville during another show, Ultimate Girls Trip in Massachusetts. The suit accused Bravo of turning a blind eye, just like they're doing now according to Manzo. Glanville, on her end, is not taking it lying down, denying all of Manzo's claims and saying the producers are the ones pulling the strings. This Real Housewives drama just hit a whole new level. Jen Shah, the firecracker from Bravo's The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, just got hit with some serious legal trouble. She's been indicted and arrested for conspiracy to commit wire fraud in connection with telemarketing and conspiracy to commit money laundering. And get this, her assistant, Stuart Smith, who's also been on the show, got caught up too. The charges claim that since 2012, Shah, Smith, and their crew have been running a telemarketing scheme that preyed on older folks, selling them fake lead lists for non-existent business opportunities. The Department of Justice is calling them out, saying they scammed innocent people for years, all in the name of greed. Manhattan U.S. Attorney Audrey Strauss isn't holding back either, saying Shah portrayed herself as a successful businessperson on TV, but in reality, she and Smith were just running fraudulent schemes to pocket people's money. Now, they're looking at serious prison time for their alleged crimes. Shah's rep is keeping mum for now, but things aren't looking good. She already appeared before a Utah judge, and more legal drama is set to unfold in the Southern District of New York. The judge laid down some conditions for Shah and Smith, and it's safe to say things are heating up. Jen Shah, known for her wild antics and rocky relationships on the show, is married to Sharif Shah, the University of Utah's football team special teams coordinator. Despite Coach Shah being the calm in her storm, the source of Jen's wealth remains unclear. Here's the real kicker. The second season of The Real Housewives of Salt Lake City is in the works, and cameras were rolling during Shah's arrest. Talk about reality TV taking an unexpected turn. Federal law enforcement apparently swarmed the set, looking for Shah after she abruptly left, claiming a family emergency. The show is about to capture a whole new level of drama. The language in the indictment doesn't mince words, slamming Shah and Smith for flaunting a lavish lifestyle built at the expense of vulnerable, often elderly, working-class people. The alleged scheme targeted hundreds of victims, especially those over 55, across states like Utah, Arizona, Nevada, New York, and New Jersey. Shah and Smith now face serious charges, with the maximum sentences reaching up to 30 years for conspiracy to commit wire fraud and 20 years for conspiracy to commit money laundering. It's a legal storm that's about to make waves in the reality TV world. Lisa Vanderpump and Ken Todd. Lisa Vanderpump and Ken Todd find themselves in hot water as former employees of Tom Tom, their West Hollywood restaurant, are suing them for wrongful termination. Allegedly, the bartenders were fired as retaliation for voicing concerns about working conditions, with the lawsuit claiming that Vanderpump and Todd even went as far as to blacklist one employee by defaming him to potential employers. In the legal documents filed on January 11th, the former employee contends that false statements were made about his professional reputation with actual malice, adversely affecting his career. The accusations also include unsafe work conditions at Tom Tom, citing issues such as sewage and backups in the employee break room. The former bartenders claim they faced violations of California labor laws, harassment, and unsafe working conditions during their tenure. Notably, co-owners Tom Sandoval and Tom Schwartz are not implicated in the lawsuit. Tom Tom has been a focal point on Bravo's Vanderpump Rules, showcasing Vanderpump and Todd's venture with their co-stars. Vanderpump and Todd, known for their other successful establishments SUR and Pump, merged Pump with Tom Tom. Meanwhile, Schwartz and Sandoval expanded with their own venture, Schwartz and Sandy's, which opened in November 2022. This legal challenge comes after a previous setback for Vanderpump's businesses when Pump temporarily lost its liquor license in March 2023. The Alcoholic Beverage Control (ABC) report confirmed the suspension of Pump's general eating license and event permits. Vanderpump addressed the situation, emphasizing a decade-long relationship with the landlord but hinted at uncertainties regarding the future of the location. As the legal drama unfolds, it seems like Vanderpump and Todd are facing turbulent times on both the legal and business fronts. Cocktail glass balance scale. Erika Jayne and Tom Girardi. Erika Jayne, a star from the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, along with two of her assistants, is facing a lawsuit from costume merchant Christopher Sila. Sila alleges that Erika, her estranged husband Tom Girardi, and Secret Service agents conspired in a fraud scheme involving accusations of wire fraud and identity theft. According to Sila, Erika approved charges on her American Express credit card for costumes and services he provided, dating back to 2014. However, she later accused him of making fraudulent charges totaling $800,000 to $900,000. Sila claims that Erika and her assistants knowingly received the goods and services but falsely reported to federal agents in the credit card company that the charges were unauthorized. Sila contends that Secret Service agents, including Robert Savage, Kenneth Henderson, and Steve Scarance, conducted a reckless investigation, concealing evidence that could have prevented his indictment or resulted in an acquittal. Additionally, he alleges that American Express failed to properly investigate Erika's fraud claims and instead refunded her and Tom nearly $800,000. The lawsuit suggests that Tom Girardi, facing financial troubles, used client settlement funds to sustain an extravagant lifestyle. Sila was indicted in 2017 on charges including aggravated identity theft and wire fraud, but these charges were dismissed in September 2021. He claims that Erika's allegations caused him extreme emotional distress, financial harm to his business, and extreme emotional, psychological, and physical injuries. American Express, in response, stated that they followed standard processes during the investigation and did not play a role in the criminal investigation of Sila. Erika's attorney dismissed the claims, asserting that they lack merit and are timed to coincide with positive reviews of Erika's Las Vegas residency. The attorney emphasized that independent federal prosecutors made the decision to charge Sila and refuted the idea that Erika had control over the government or a company like American Express. Teresa and Joe Giudice. Teresa and Joe faced a series of legal troubles, starting with accusations of exaggerating their income when applying for loans before their reality TV show premiered in 2009. They were later accused of concealing increased assets in a bankruptcy filing after the first season of The Real Housewives of New Jersey aired. Joe faced additional accusations of failing to file tax returns between 2004 and 2008. The couple was ultimately convicted on charges of mail, wire, and bankruptcy fraud, leading to their incarceration. During the court proceedings, the judge, Esther Salas, expressed frustration with the couple for not fully disclosing their financial information as required. Despite being ordered to provide complete probation reports listing their assets, there were still missing items totaling $75,000. Judge Salas criticized Teresa for lacking transparency, stating, "On one hand, I see you're a savvy businesswoman. But then you're going to tell me you don't know how to cooperate with probation? Full disclosure of your financial assets was a requirement. The lack of transparency, that's what offends the court." Teresa served nearly a year in prison, and upon her release in January 2015, she had a private and emotional reunion with her family. Joe, however, faced further challenges as he was ordered to be deported to Italy at the end of 2018 after his release from prison in March 2016. Despite appealing the decision, he was transferred to an immigration detention center and eventually flew to Italy a few months later. The legal saga underscores the consequences the couple faced for financial wrongdoing and non-compliance with court orders, leading to imprisonment and, in Joe's case, deportation to
bygones be bygones. She's spilling the tea on Rinna's messy feud with Kathy Hilton, throwing shade and saying, "Why, Rinna, why? Is it all for the camera time?" And there you have it, the shady past of Lisa Rinna, from Days of Our Lives drama to RHOBH bombshells. Whether you love her, hate her, or just can't look away, you've got to admit, Rinna knows how to keep us on the edge of our seats. It's like every season of Real Housewives is a new chapter in the book of How to Be Iconic 101. But hey, before you go on your merry way, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell, and drop a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Was Lisa Rinna the queen of shade, or do you think there's more drama to uncover? Thanks for joining me on this journey into the glamorous, shady universe of Lisa Rinna. Luann de Lesseps. Luann de Lesseps found herself in a tough spot back in 2017. The Real Housewives star made headlines when she got arrested after allegedly causing a ruckus at a hotel in Palm Beach, Florida. Reports said she refused to leave her room and even got physical with a cop who showed up to handle the situation. It was a serious situation, with charges including disorderly intoxication, battery on an officer, resisting arrest, and threatening a public servant. In a statement afterward, Luann admitted that being in Palm Beach brought up some deep-seated emotions, especially since it was her first time there since her wedding. She apologized for any offense her behavior might have caused. To avoid jail time, Luann took a plea deal. But it wasn't a walk in the park. She had to stay on probation for a year, complete 50 hours of community service, attend 2 AA meetings each week, and take a class from Mothers Against Drunk Driving. It was a wake-up call, for sure. Fast forward 2 years, and Luann found herself back in hot water. She reportedly violated her probation, which landed her in even deeper trouble. Now, she's got weekly counseling sessions, monthly psychiatric appointments, and has to take medication for her alcoholism. Oh, and she's got to keep a breathalyzer in her car, too. It's been a rocky road for Luann, but here's hoping she can turn things around and get back on track. Leah McSweeney. Back in the day, way before she graced our screens on Real Housewives of New York City, Leah McSweeney found herself in a wild situation in 2002. Picture this, it's 4 a.m. outside the Hammerstein Ballroom in NYC, and Leah and her date are wrapping up a night out. As they're sharing a kiss, chaos erupts as police try to clear the crowd. Suddenly, things take a violent turn. Leah's date gets targeted by the cops, and without thinking, she grabs a half-empty water bottle and tosses it towards them, not even aiming directly. But, whoa, it hits a cop in the back. Next thing she knows, she's getting punched in the face by an officer, knocked to the ground, and cuffed. It's a total nightmare, knees on her back, face slammed into the sidewalk, and a tooth knocked out. Brutal, right? But Leah doesn't back down. She takes legal action and ends up scoring a $75,000 payout, which she uses to kickstart her clothing company, Married to the Mob. Talk about turning a crazy situation into a boss move. Nene Leakes. Back in her younger days, before she became the queen of shade on Real Housewives of Atlanta, Nene Leakes had a run-in or two with the law. In her tell-all autobiography, Never Make the Same Mistake Twice, she spilled the tea about her wild past. One time, Nene found herself in hot water for shoplifting from a mall with a friend. Yeah, you read that right, our girl Nene was once a mall thief. Then, in 1992, things got even more serious when she got slapped with a misdemeanor and not 1, not 2, but 3 felony counts for theft of services from her phone company. Yikes! Nene didn't shy away from owning up to her mistakes, though. She pleaded guilty to all 4 counts and was slapped with 2 years of probation. Oh, and she had to cough up $2,650 in restitution. Ouch. But here's the kicker, Nene couldn't seem to stay out of trouble. She got arrested 3 more times for violating her probation. Talk about a wild ride. It's a wild journey from petty theft to reality TV royalty, but Nene's past is just another part of her larger-than-life story. Kim Richards. Amidst her battle with substance abuse, Kim Richards, known for her role in The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, found herself in a whirlwind of legal troubles in 2015. It was a rough patch for sure. First up, she got busted for public intoxication, trespassing, resisting an officer, and battery while she was at the Beverly Hills Hotel. It was a messy situation, and things only seemed to spiral further just a few months later. In another unfortunate incident, Kim was accused of swiping hundreds of dollars worth of stuff from Target. Not a good look, Kim. As a result of all this drama, Kim was put on a 3-year probation and given a laundry list of requirements to fulfill. She had to attend AA meetings and complete a whopping 450 hours of community service. That's no small feat. It was a rocky road, but here's hoping Kim's journey towards healing and recovery has led her to brighter days. Tinsley Mortimer. In 2016, Tinsley Mortimer found herself in a sticky situation when she was arrested and charged with trespassing at her ex-boyfriend Nico Fangel's home in Palm Beach, Florida. It was a shocking turn of events for the socialite, and it shed light on the tumultuous relationship she had with Nico. Tinsley didn't shy away from speaking out about the troubled dynamics of their relationship, revealing that it was marred by violent altercations. It was a roller coaster ride of emotions and conflicts. However, despite the initial charges, the trespassing case against Tinsley was eventually dropped. It was a relief for her, but the incident served as a wake-up call about the complexities of love and the consequences of tumultuous relationships. Since then, Tinsley has moved forward, focusing on her own journey of growth and self-discovery. Let's hope she's found peace and stability in her life after such a turbulent chapter. Sonia Morgan. Back in 2010, New York City housewife Sonia Morgan found herself in a bit of a pickle during a trip to Southampton, New York. It was a night that didn't go as planned when she was slapped with charges of drunk driving, driving without a seatbelt, failing to keep right, and blowing through a stop sign. Initially, Sonia pleaded not guilty to the charges, but after that, things went quiet. She's kept mum about the incident ever since, leaving us all wondering what exactly went down and what the aftermath was. It's a mysterious chapter in Sonia's life that remains unresolved, but hey, we all have our secrets, right? Let's just hope she's learned from whatever happened and is cruising through life with a clearer head these days. Danielle Staub. Back in the day, Real Housewives of New Jersey star Danielle Staub found herself in a real-life drama straight out of a movie plot. She and an old flame got caught up in a serious situation involving holding a man for ransom after a botched cocaine deal went south. When the authorities swooped in, they found Danielle with a whopping 6 kilos of cocaine and a hefty $16,000 in cash. Talk about being in deep. Danielle eventually pleaded guilty to 1 count of extortion and struck a deal with the FBI to get a lighter sentence. Even still, she had to spend almost a month behind bars. Yikes. Reflecting on the whole ordeal, Danielle insists her role in the crime was minimal. She claims she only made the ransom call and was swept up in something bigger than herself. It's a wild story that proves reality TV isn't the only place where the drama goes down. Here's hoping Danielle has left her criminal days behind her and is living her best drama-free life now. Brandi Glanville. Back in 2010, Brandi Glanville, known for her appearances on The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, found herself in a tough spot after getting pulled over in Beverly Hills. The reason?